All right, good evening. The time is 6 p.m. It is July 31st, 2023. This is a special meeting of the Argyle ISD Board of Trustees. At this time, we will determine if a quorum is present.
Leon McDade, present.
Josh Westrom, present.
Richie Deffinball, present.
Leanne Artho, present.
Matt Slayton, present.
Craig Hawksworth, present.
I, Sam Slayton, present. We do have a quorum established. This time we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. All right, we'll have a moment of silence. All right, thank you. No one signed up for public forum or comment. So at this time, we're going to move down to action. We have one action item to discuss tonight. Liz, you talking or going to the bathroom?
I'm talking tonight.
I could stay at my seat for this one, but that's okay. So this is, if you remember, in June, we brought you this. It was our custodial award bid. We went through that process and awarded National Management Resources. In some talking with them afterwards, we had some issues, went back and forth, and finally they came back and said, we cannot provide what we put in our bid. And so they're out. So then I know there was some discussion about cooperatives. We've looked through cooperatives. We actually found one that had a long contract period, had quite a few of the same vendors out there. We did talk with one that would have been a little bit less expensive. However, when we got into it, their references came back very similar to the reasons why we were leaving our current vendor, and so we felt like it wasn't, I believe it was around $26,000 was what we were looking at, and we felt like that was worth, if we were going to actually go out for RFP, look at other vendors, that it was worth in the best interest of the district to actually look for one that had better references. So we are on our number 2 vendor from our RFP, and that is AHI. Total cost of $1,478,278.16 annually. It's a little over $146,000 more than what we had talked about from the June award. So every vendor we looked at, of course, goes up quite a bit. But this has an on-site manager. They have good references. They have quite a few districts in the area or schools in the area, and they feel like they will be able to provide us with staff on 9/1, which is when our contract would need to go into place. So that's kind of our rush here to get this on the special meeting. So do y'all have any questions?
The only thing I would ask, they're going to provide the staff, but these schools are not in the area. I mean, they're each probably about an hour away, and so
yes.
Do they have?
Yes. So if you look at, they also have some places in the Alliance area, in the Roanoke area. They aren't schools, but they're places that they service. And so they told us that they had quite a large staff in the DFW Metroplex that they would be able to pull from if they were not able to get the actual staff for this building in place or for this campus in place in time. And they would be able to provide us kind of a temporary bridge until they can hire everybody. But they're waiting until we get back with them tomorrow to start the hiring process and get everybody in place. So,
Is this a multi-year deal?
it is a 1 year with the ability to extend each year.
Is there any set increase?
Yes, minimum 2, maximum 4, depending on the CPI.
Are they providing comparable services as our current provider?
Yes,
Or
we
more?
believe that. Yes, we believe they are. And again, they had some better references when we checked into them, and some places that felt like they had the on-site manager, which we have not had in the past, and we feel like that's going to really help with the quality of service. And there were several companies that had offered that, and I think that'll help bridge the gap in some of our areas.
With an on-site manager, are they rolling around to each campus? I mean, what does that look like? from an operations perspective?
What we would want it to look like is that they go to each campus daily and observe and monitor and help out. And so I think as that gets started, if that's not what we're seeing, then we would have to make sure that that's put in place. But this should not be somebody that's in an office all day. This should be somebody that's out and about and checking on things.
Okay.
And what about like special events, things like that?
So all of the special event prices that we could delineate out are included in this price. There will always be some things that we haven't covered, but this price includes the majority of everything we could list out.
Okay.
Any other questions for Liz? Can we minimize that, please? Back to the agenda view. Thank you. Alright, I will entertain a motion to approve action item 6A as presented.
Motion to approve action item 6A as presented.
Mr. Western, motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Dr. McDade, second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, Liz.
All right, the time is 6:06 p.m. We will adjourn to executive session. When we come back, there will be no further action to take. Thank y'all.